Da-da-dun-da-da-dun-da-da-dun-da-da.
Yep.
Da-da-dun-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba. What's up, dudes? What up, dudettes? This is Kale and Sam. We're back with week 4 of Who You Got. I'm not sounding sick anymore, so I think we're finally getting back in the driver's seat. Expect a new podcast episode sometime this week. Probably the same day that this release, but Monday we should be back to normal, or Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday is what we're gonna post. Sam, buddy, how you doing?
I'm good.
Exciting week 3.
Yeah, exciting week 3. Things really got crazy in our league. You know, that Lions victory really
Set the tone for a lot of things.
it changed a lot with our power rankings. Because honestly, if the Ravens would have won, only like the top 2 and the bottom 2 would have stayed the same, and the middle, however many, 5 would have shifted around quite a bit. What I think is funny is with Daniel. If the Ravens would have won, he would be in 3rd place right now. But since the Lions won, he tied with Chris, and now he's in last place, and he has the biggest fall from last week. But I can do a quick update of the power rankings if you want me to.
Go for it.
So after week 3, okay, Monday Night Football game last night, Detroit Lions beat the Baltimore Ravens. So our new power rankings in the TTFL 2025 season, we have Chris, who has jumped up to 1st place. So a new 1st place team. Chris, he's 2-0-1. He tied with Daniel this past week. He has a picks record of 34-14. Moved up 1 spot. 2nd place drops Jacobson. He was our 1st place guy throughout the first 2 weeks. He is now dropped to 2nd place. He is 2-1 with a 36-12 picks record. He's dropped 1 spot. 3rd place is yours truly, with a 1-1 record, 24-8 picks record. I had a bye last week. Still managed to move up 2 spots on my bye week. 4th place, we got Kale. So TNT boys coming in at 3rd and 4th. He is also 1-1 with a 23-9 overall picks record. So he's 1 game behind me in picks. But he went up 3 spots, and he's actually our biggest rise from last week. 5th place is Keith with a 1-1-1 record. So I actually go up against Keith this week. He has a 33-15 picks record. He dropped 2 spots. Brody is next at 6th place with a 1-2 record, 35-13 picks record. He dropped 2 spots after losing to Jason.
That was kind of upset right there.
It was an upset because Brody went off in week 2 with a 15-1 record in week 2. Braden is in 7th place, pulling off another upset victory over Jacobson. He went 1-2 has a 31-17 picks record. He jumped up 2 spots. 8th place is Jason, also at 1-2, same picks record at 31-17. Braden gets the nod over Jason for a higher spot because Braden had an overall better picks record in week 3. So that's why Braden,
and he got the primetime game right too. So
yeah. So if they would have had the same record in week 3, there's, I count 3 primetime games: Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. And they had Thursday and Sunday the same. Monday night Braden got, so he also has the nod there. He jumped up 2 spots. He was in last place a week ago. So Jason, 8th place, same records as Braden. And then Daniel is in last place right now with an 0-2 record. Crazy start. That's a wild start, but if anyone's going to do it, it's Daniel.
His picks weren't bad this week.
He's had good picks every week.
Oh.
Like even his bye week, he gave me his picks. It was solid. And then week 2, he was 12-4, tied with Keith. Week 3, 12-4, tied with Chris. But he dropped 3 spots because he still is the only one in the league to not have won a matchup yet. So he's 0-2, so he hasn't lost, he hasn't won, he's got 2 ties. And again, I mentioned it earlier, but biggest rise from last week is going to be Kale. biggest fall from last week, Daniel. And then Jacobson and Chris still hold the longest win streaks. And Jason and Braden still hold the longest losing streaks, both at 2 apiece. So that is the power rankings update. And then I can do a matchups ranking for matchups update for week 4 as well. So week 4, we've got Kale going up against Chris. See if Kale can pull off the upset there. Chris is 2-0-1. Chris is 2-1. Kale's 1-1. I go up against Keith, my coworker. I'm 1-1. He's 1-1. Brody is on a bye this week, so
you little week to sit there and think what he did wrong, and maybe come back and recoup in week 5.
Jacobson and Daniel could be an interesting matchup. Daniel, something I found out too is Jacobson, Daniel, and I are tied for the highest win percentage in terms of our picks at 75%. But Jacobson and Daniel go up against each other this week. Jacobson just lost his first matchup. Daniel is looking for his first win or loss of the season. He's tied twice. Braden goes up against Jason. They're both 1-2, and they both have the same picks record, so that'll be an interesting matchup as well. Got some interesting matchups going into week 4, Kale.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some, the way things are shaping up, man, it's
exciting.
It's getting exciting.
Cool to see. It's cool to see, okay,
if I'm being honest,
let's see how the power rankings shape up this week.
I'm not gonna lie, this seems a little bit more this seems funner than fantasy football with players.
Honestly, I'm kind of having more fun with this year than I am with my own fantasy football team.
Yeah, sorry, Jacobson. Your league is great, but
it's a great league. But yeah, this has been fun for me, even though I'm not even, I'm not doing great. I'm 1-1. It's still anyone's league to take, and it's going to be interesting come down the stretch.
Yep, cash prize and trophy at the end. So,
yep.
I'm sorry if I'm yawning so much a little bit. I just had a long day. Man, there were some games this past weekend I thought we all about bombed on, the Tampa Bay game. I thought oh shit.
Yeah.
I was like, ain't no way we're going 2 for 2 on not getting a game right. All of us.
No kidding. Yeah, because that was everyone picked Tampa across the board. But yeah, the Cleveland Green Bay one, that one was disappointing. I'll speak on that one real quick. We thought Cleveland was going to be a cakewalk. And I think we went in there with a big head, and I think we needed that loss to kind of check our ego, check our ego at the door. Because it was Micah Parsons who was saying, "Oh, I think we can go undefeated," and it's you can't say that, man.
You just got here.
Then now you just put a target on our back, and then we go to Cleveland and lose to the Browns 13-10.
And now we play Cleveland this week, so now we got to watch out.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are on a 2-game win streak.
Cleveland has the number 1 defense right now, so
exactly. You guys are on a 2-game win streak. You're riding high after a big win at Baltimore. Tough team. Tough environment to play in.
A big statement win.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you gotta go. Are you guys visiting Cleveland or are you in Detroit? You're in Detroit.
Yeah.
We play the Cowboys in this next week, so hopefully we can rebound. But I would say my biggest winner from this past week is going to be Carson Wentz, honestly. And I hate the Vikings, but he came out in that game and he's a guy who a lot of people have written off, and I'm not saying he's going to have a comeback season or anything, but we've seen what Carson Wentz can do. You go back to the 2017, 2018 season.
I mean, we saw what he did in North Dakota State when he played there.
Exactly. I mean, he was putting up MVP caliber numbers, performance with the Eagles back in those days. He's an athletic guy. He's got a big arm. He's a big dude. And the Vikings, again, they have weapons on their offense. Jordan Mason has actually kind of emerged as their new lead running back. Aaron Jones has kind of gotten injury prone, later in his career. And, he's always been a smaller back. Jordan Mason, I think, is more of a powerful, bigger dude. And Carson Wentz went out there. He played a good game. And Jake Browning did not play a good game for the Bengals. And then I would say my trash team of the week would be the Falcons. After blowing out the Vikings in week 2, they come out in week 3 and get shut out by the Carolina Panthers, which the Panthers don't look great this year.
No, I think that was a lucky win.
30-0 though. I mean, they that's kind of a statement win, you know.
Yeah, and they're right. Yeah,
and they were at home, but you know it's still a division rival. It's you think Atlanta would put up a tougher fight than that. And actually, I'm noticing something here. You highlighted one of the games wrong for Jacobson.
I did.
Yeah, you put Atlanta green.
Well, either way,
I'm changing that right now. Either way, he did lose.
Hey, I do it when I'm tired of shit for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, you can just leave that part up to me, to be honest with you. I'm fine with doing that part.
All right. Anyway, my winner of the week is probably going to be Detroit and that Detroit defense. Not being biased, as I'm wearing a hat and wearing blue, whatever. And I'm saying this because, I mean, the offense itself, Jamar Gibbs, David Montgomery, both had 2 touchdowns. David Montgomery having fucking 151 yards and then 22 carries for the game. And Jamar Gibbs had like 22 carries, I think, if I remember. And then
I feel like Montgomery was more the workhorse in this last one.
Yeah, but hey, they between the duos they've had in the NFL, they're probably the best ones right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They're definitely the number one running back duo in the NFL. No questions about it.
They had like other like dynamic duos that are in Hall of Fame like that.
Yeah.
2 of yours was Paul Hunrung and whoever else.
Paul Horning,
excuse me.
and Jim Taylor.
Yep. And then there was another team. I don't remember who they were.
Remember the Dolphins with Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams?
Yeah.
And way back when they won they went undefeated. It was Larry Zonka and Mercury Morris.
Yeah. Well, I do want to say this too. I mean, our offensive line, we didn't look good week 1. Week 2, we looked great. Week 3, coming in there, I think Tate Ratledge and Mahogany, I think I'm saying his name wrong, obviously, what that's always do. 2 young new guys on our offensive line. It's a pretty young offensive line. So, I mean, our coach is finally, telling them what to do, and they're finally understanding. They're getting the reps, and they're finally, seeing what it's like to be a starter in the NFL. Jared Goff didn't have like a crazy game, but he still played pretty good, over a little bit over 200 yards. Completion rating was pretty good. Amon St. Brown got the clutch for 4th and 12 to seal the game, like he always does. I'm wrong. I don't care what anybody says. I think he's a good receiver.
He's like
he's your go-to guy for clutch moments.
He is, and he's what every slot receiver dreams of being.
Exactly.
Because a lot of slot receivers, they're written off as kind of that third option, or in most case, second or third option.
Yeah.
Very rarely do you see a slot receiver as the number one guy, and he is for them.
And then our defensive line, we played pretty good. Aiden Hutchinson had a monster game. Muhammad had a monster game. Our linebackers, Anzalone, Jack Campbell, who was cut like right up in here and bleeding, and they had to stop it.
I saw that.
He played pretty, lights out. I don't give a lot of credits to the Iowa guys, and with him and Laporta on that team, man, I tell you what, they played lights out last night. And our secondary was all right. It wasn't great, but Arnold needs to kind of step up a little bit. Brian Branch was everywhere. There was a penalty that I don't understand. They called it a personal foul. He actually looked like he fell, but they still called it on him.
Well, and Aiden Hutchinson forced that fumble on Derrick Henry, which was really clutch.
Oh, dude, you see him fucking throw his helmet and fall in the...
Yeah.
I always laugh at that. But, hey, unheard of. Like I told you this morning, 7 sacks on Lamar.
You guys contained Lamar. Like, he wasn't able to do his running thing on you like he did. He
tried.
I saw his stat line, his passing game. Like, he still put up a solid passing.
Yeah, he had a good solid.
Obviously, like, it's Lamar Jackson. He's gonna be tough to stop. But the way you guys contained him in the running game it's really impressive.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my performance of the week. No, my trash performance of the week would probably be The Green Bay Packers giving up a field goal, getting it blocked.
Yeah, I agree. We didn't play winning football in that game. That's a team we should have dominated, and I think there was a lot of mental errors. Jordan Love made a dumb interception throw late in the game, and Quinshon Judkins kind of had his way with our defense.
Yeah, and none of that. I mean,
Browns could be one of those sneaky teams again where you got a veteran quarterback like Joe Flacco who just manages the game, a monster running game with a good rookie running back,
a great defense,
and a great defense led by Myles Garrett, who's arguably the best pass rusher in the league.
Yep.
I mean, I love Micah, but I don't know if he's on Myles Garrett level.
And then I would say for honorable mention is Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker's been clutch. He's
top
just
performance wise though.
Yeah, I could say that too.
I can't get that Aaron Glenn him running down the field, and I just can't get that. I love seeing that, and I love seeing my former coordinator do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good games going on this weekend, and the Falcons did release Young Ho.
Young Wei.
Young Wei Ho. Yeah.
I think it's pronounced Young Wei Koo.
Oh, Koo Ho, whatever.
But it's spelled Young Ho.
Oh. But hey, he was a good kicker, and then had something happen, and he got cut. So that's all right.
Oh,
and then Houston released Gardner Johnson. I thought that was freaking hilarious.
Giants bench Russell Wilson for Jackson Dart.
Yeah. And Scatabo, bro, I tell you, like I told you today, I think Scatabo is awesome.
Scat's a freight train, man. He's like the old school.
He looks like a more advanced Peyton Hillis.
He is. He's like a modern day Mike Allstott. I'm telling you. And you don't see it much. And I saw this meme on, it was a Facebook or Instagram, but it was a meme of like, you have two types of white running backs. You have the cerebral, like calculated, gadget guys like Christian McCaffrey, and then just absolute like friends like Cam Scatabo. And honestly, it's not wrong. Like, but I just think it's I like him because Mike Allstott was someone I really looked up to when I was in high school, and his playing days were over by then. But I would watch Mike Allstott highlights on YouTube when I was playing high school football, and I tried to model my game after him because I was a fullback myself, and I like seeing bigger power running backs, toting the rock, and they're rare these days. So seeing a guy like Cam Scatabo out there, trucking people over and running physically like that it's cool to see.
I already got my game of the week already, by the way.
Honestly,
it might shock you.
I mean, mine, it's a toss-up between Tampa and Philly and Kansas City and Baltimore for me.
Mine would probably, one of them, is Tampa and Philly, and then the other one would be Jacksonville and 49ers.
Really?
Well, 49ers are 3-0 right now with backup, and then
that's true. Well,
Jacksonville is 2-1.
I also heard that Mac Jones is battling an injury, and if he's not good to go, Adrian Martinez might start for them.
Well, yeah.
Against Jacksonville.
That's dope.
That'd be crazy to see him get his first NFL start.
Yeah.
If he can run with it, man, that'd be awesome. See a former Husker make it in the NFL at quarterback.
Excuse me, Kansas State Wildcat.
I mean, yeah, he'll be that's his true alma mater, but he played for Nebraska.
Went to Husker, like the way he did it. He's always Husker to me.
I liked Adrian.
But you know what? That San Francisco Jacksonville game, that might be a toss up.
I mean, Jacksonville's 2-1. They look decent. But I'm gonna say, I don't know, dude. I gotta say Kansas City, Baltimore. Pat Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson. It's always a classic.
But here's a little fun fact: one of these teams, whoever wins out at the end of the day, the other team's gonna be 1-3, and that is very uncommon.
Yeah, that's true. That's why. Yeah, that's another reason to make it my game of the week because you rarely ever see either of those teams go 1-3 to start the year.
I think we'll just do a doubleheader game of the week.
Yeah. Yep. So mine will be Tampa and Philly and Kansas City and Baltimore.
Yeah. Yep.
You're going with San Fran and Jacksonville and Tampa and Philly.
I'm just gonna go Tampa and Philly.
You're not doing the doubleheader?
No, I'll just. I meant like you pick one and I'll pick one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go Kansas City, Baltimore.
All right, then I'll go San Francisco and Jacksonville.
All right.
But I feel like it's criminal to say.
Well, because Tampa and Philly's right there, and they've played.
I know, but
they're two of the best teams in the NFC right now.
Oh, speaking of that game, did you know Tampa re-signed the 449 player? That got
Did
cut?
they?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
God, what was his name? Something Watson. I can't remember.
Desmond, I think, or Deshaun, or
It's not Deshaun Watson.
like Desmond.
It's something Watson. Starts with a D. It
Yeah.
does.
And a lot of people are starting to bring up the tush push. It needs to be banned again, so we'll probably hear that all year. I mean, I can see why people would want to ban it, but
I don't like the idea of banning it. I just don't. I think it's already too iconic.
yeah.
It's got a name, and it's a football type of play, man. Like it's
I think it's because they can't get stopped. They haven't found a way to stop it effectively.
That's okay.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't understand like why that would be a reason. Because like, find a way to stop it. Then I don't know. Like, it's like.
But if you ban it, then you can't really.
The Eagles have the right personnel to do it right. They have a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds. It's not just the line doing the push, and Jalen makes that thing go. The only other team in the league I could see having any sort of success with their quarterback doing it is Buffalo with Josh Allen, because he's so freaking big. Maybe Herbert with the Chargers. Another big dude. I don't think he's quite as powerful as Allen. Who else could potentially do it?
I think Detroit could do it with get Jared.
Nah. Jared,
like,
no
think
freaking way.
On a 1 yard line, though, I think they could.
Maybe if they put David Montgomery at quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know what I mean?
But not with Jared.
Mm.
No, dude. No way.
Speaking of Jared, there was a play last night that kind of pissed me off.
That's just a Lions thing to say that they could run the tush push with Jared Goff, dude.
You don't think so?
It ain't happening. Jared Goff isn't a powerhouse like Jalen Hurts.
No, I get that, but
if you put someone else in there like Montgomery or maybe Sam Laporta, one of your bigger, stronger dudes at quarterback that can pound the rock.
Yeah.
Jared Goff's a good quarterback. He's an accurate passer. He's a great field general, great game manager. He's not running anyone over. I'm sorry. Sorry if that's a surprise to you.
Shut up.
That's just wishful thinking.
All right, cheesehead, calm down.
See, I wouldn't run it with Jordan Love either.
I think Jordan can get it.
Nah.
Yeah, I could.
Nah. Carson Wentz, he's got the physical tools to do something like that. Maybe a prime Russell Wilson, but not nowadays Russell Wilson. Maybe Baker Mayfield, just because he's tough. But nah. Maybe Lamar, just because he's fast.
All right, let's get into these picks here.
Yeah, let's get into them. You forgot your.
I know I'm about to do it. I'm a little iffy on that one.
It's a tough one. It's a tough call. All right. First game of the week, Thursday night ball. There's no bye weeks this week for the NFL. Bye weeks don't start till next week.
Brody has a bye, like we mentioned.
Well, I mean in the NFL.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Yeah, Brody has a bye in our league. Thursday night, we got Arizona at home versus Seattle. I went with Seattle. I believe both teams are 2-1. And
I think Seattle has a better defense, so I'm picking Seattle on that one.
And their offense has been playing good these last couple of games. Sam Darnold looks good.
Sam Darnold hasn't fizzled out yet, so that's good.
No, I mean, week 1, he kind of, but like week 2, he tore up the Steelers last week, came out and tore up the New Orleans Saints. Kenneth Walker III's running good, and the receivers are playing great. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp, all those guys. So easy one, Seattle there. Next one, we got Steelers at home versus the Vikings.
I'm taking Pittsburgh on that one. I don't think the Steelers. I think Minnesota's obviously in their head again that they got another Sam Darnold, but I think Carson Wentz. I think it's gonna be somewhat of a close game. I think Carson Wentz can maybe show that he can still ball out again against a tougher opponent than who they played last week. But yet again, who knows? I mean, old man Rodgers can show out a little bit, and then
Rodgers hasn't looked great since his week 1 game against his former team. Their defense looked really good last week against the Patriots.
Yep.
But they are at home. They're up against the Vikings. Rodgers has played a lot of games against the Vikings in his career. I think their defense might prove to be a little too much for Wentz, and I think Wentz might still play a great game. Not a great game, but a decent game. And I think the Steelers just need to control the clock on offense. Utilize their stable of running backs. They got Jalen Warren, Gainwell, Caleb Johnson out of Iowa, and open up some passing lanes for those receivers. DK, Calvin Austin.
You say Caleb Johnson?
Caleb Johnson.
You know he's from Omaha.
Really?
Yeah, his brother was in my class when we were playing football in 2017.
Interesting.
In Bellevue. Or no, well, wait. Or is that Cole? I'll look into it. I'm pretty sure. I think who it is.
Biggest thing for the Steelers is they need to get their offensive line figured out. If Rodgers doesn't have time to throw, their offense won't do anything. But I think it'll be a defensive game. I see the Steelers coming out on top, though.
I got Washington on Atlanta easily. So
yep, Falcons are at home, but Washington just looks better. Hopefully they have Jaden Daniels back, but if not, I think Marcus Mariota can get it done.
Next game we got the Giants. I think at Chargers.
No, at home. If it's versus, it's at home.
Okay, so Chargers, easily Chargers. I think Justin Herbert is gonna, pound the rock there for a little bit on them.
Yeah, Justin Herbert is gonna pound the rock.
Yeah,
yeah,
and throw the ball around.
I think
schoolyard ball.
It'll be the rookie Jackson Dart's first career start. At home.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about that, yeah.
But I will say I still think the Chargers, they're 3-0. They look really good. Their defense looked good last week. Herbert didn't look great last week, but he's going to get it together. I think Dart struggles a little bit in his first start, but yeah, I got Chargers in this one. Pretty easy pick.
Houston versus Tennessee. This is kind of a little bit of rivalry game with the historic Oilers stuff and Houston.
AFC South matchup.
Part of me feels like Cam Ward would get his first win there for a second, but I think CJ Stroud is striving to win this one. So,
yeah, I think both teams are 0-3, and yeah, you'd like to see Cam Ward get his first win.
Come on,
but I just think there's no way. I mean, it's CJ Stroud, man. Like, he's got to get it together at some point. They're at home. I
think it's their whole team. It's not just Stroud.
It is, but Stroud struggled. Stroud has struggled, and they got to get it together. I think they should get a fairly easy win here because I do think they have the more talented team. So yeah, I'm rolling Texans.
Tampa Bay at Philly. I think this could have been
versus
upset.
Philly.
Yeah, sorry. I think Tampa could probably get upset off of it, but I think Philly's going to get a push away from it. So
I think with Tampa being at home, that helps them a little bit. But again, Philly, defending champs, it's hard to root against them. And I think it's going to be a really good game, though. And I think Baker Mayfield's gonna play great as he has this season. I think Jalen Hurts is going to play great. It might end up being a little bit of a shootout between those offenses. We'll see. But I still got Philly winning it.
Carolina at New England.
Yes.
I think New England's going to win that one. I think, last week, although Carolina on 30-0, I think New England is a little bit better than them.
Yeah, New England's 1-2. Carolina is also 1-2. I don't know. It's that one was really tough because neither team is great. Carolina's coming off a shutout victory over their division rival, though, whereas New England's coming off a narrow loss to Pittsburgh. I just think, I don't know. Carolina might be kind of starting to get it together, so I'm going to go with Carolina.
All right. New Orleans at Buffalo. Easily Buffalo. I told Chris today, I said at work, I said, you know what? I can see I can see New Orleans going 0-16 this year. The way that they're playing, they don't look like they know how to play.
0-17.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got Spencer Rattler as your starting quarterback. I mean, Derek Carr retires in the middle of the offseason, and it's like, what do you do?
Then they go with Tyler, and then
they got Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shuck.
Has Shuck played?
No, it's still Rattler.
Oh my gosh.
Which, I don't know. I mean, there was a point in his college career people thought Rattler was a good quarterback.
He's cocky. He's not very humbled.
No. But, yeah, Buffalo's going to steamroll New Orleans. Detroit and Cleveland, my Packers lost a close game to Cleveland, and they shouldn't have lost. It's a game they definitely should have won. I'm picking Lions, and yeah, I think you guys will win pretty easily, honestly.
I think we'll win, but we still got to watch out for Myles Garrett.
Oh yeah.
If we don't, then we get in trouble. Next game is Jacksonville at San Francisco. I think this would be a great game. I think it's game of the week worthy. And you might say why it's two not so good teams, and I think is because Jacksonville's 2-1. They're kind of hot right now. 3-0 San Francisco. Yeah. Playing well with Mac Jones, and who might be hurt, and like you said, Adrian Martinez might play. So I think on that one, I'm going to take San Francisco. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to change that one. I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
Why are you switching it?
Considering the fact that the injury-wise that you were telling me about, I feel
if Martinez might play?
Yeah.
Good point.
Now, next one was kind of a hard one for me. Colts versus the Rams.
I'm going to do the same. I'm switching Jacksonville because, yeah, you made a good point.
I know what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
Next one is Rams at
Colts
at Rams. I'm not going to fucking get that right.
It's a tough one.
Very tough one. Both good teams. One's undefeated. One's 1-2 or 2-1.
2-1.
Matthew Stafford still being old man Stafford there, and he's still kind of showing he can sling the ball down the field if he needs to. But we're also going to see it. Is
the Daniel Jones parade still going to keep going? And honestly, I haven't.
This is a 50-50 choice.
I haven't picked Colts yet this season. No, I have not.
I'm going to go with Rams.
Got your dad on standby?
Yep.
Okay.
If he fails me, I'm never picking them again.
Why'd you put a colon?
I did not mean to.
Lay. Law.
Las Vegas playing the Chicago Bears. That's another toss-up. I mean, the Vegas Raiders are trying to, get their first win. So
they're 1-2.
Are they? Trying to get their second win.
They beat New England in week 1.
And Chicago and Ben Johnson and the Bears are trying to, make a 2-win streak.
They look good last week against the Cowboys. Caleb, if you go to his so far his season stats, Caleb Williams is not playing bad.
No.
I'm just going to say it right now.
I'm going Chicago.
Yeah.
Next game is going to be a game that's decided who's going to be 1-3 for the first time in a long time. Is Kansas City playing the Baltimore Ravens. The way they seemed like last night, their defense really needs a lot of help on the Ravens, and the offense has a little bit of their own woes going on there for the both sides of the ball. Seems like the Chiefs are fighting with each other a lot more.
I think Ravens offensively, I think they're fine. Defensively, like you said, they struggled a bit against Detroit. Chiefs.
Well, Kansas City doesn't really have that great of a defense either.
Chiefs have to find their identity on offense. Like,
they need to stop fighting each other.
Kelce's not that guy anymore. Worthy's still out. They don't have a guy like Tyreek Hill there anymore. They got to figure it out. Like, Mahomes is great. He's an all-time great.
To me, he can't do it all.
To me, he's top 5 all time. But man, give the dude some help.
Yeah.
Get him some weapons. Yep. Like, what are we doing here, Kansas City? Like, I'm a Mahomes fan, and he's an all-time generational great quarterback, and he's already got 3 rings. I know people are tired of it, but I don't know. I like seeing great football being played, and the Chiefs have not had a great offense since 2022. So, Dallas versus Green Bay is that Sunday night?
It should be, because doubleheader on Monday.
Oh, is it another doubleheader?
Yep. I'm taking easily Green Bay in this. They're not going to do no welcome back thing for Parsons, but it's whatever.
No, I think we're going to be pissed. We're going to be hungry for a win, and I think we should take care of business in Dallas.
I hate to say this. It sounds really bad, but I would hope Micah really gets in there and gets
sacks Dak.
Yeah.
Dolphins, Jets. I'm rolling Jets.
Aaron Glenn and the Jets, the boys. I'm going to go with them as well.
Jets haven't looked terrible this year. They've played some close games. Dolphins aren't looking great. I think Mike McDaniel's definitely on the hot seat.
I also think Tua's in the hot seat down there too.
Tua's
in Tyreek Hill.
Inconsistent. Tyreek Hill needs out of there. Like, I think they're wasting him there. If anything, he should go back to Kansas City. But yeah, I'm rolling Jets. And then the other matchup, Denver versus the Bengals. I'm rolling with Denver. Kale's rolling with Denver. But yeah, I don't trust the Bengals without Joe Burrow. It's plain and simple. So
Browning's not a bad quarterback, but the performance.
Browning's not bad, but he played terrible last week.
He played horrible.
And the Bengals don't have an offensive line. They don't have a defense. So if they're not careful, Browning's going to go down too. And then who you got? Desmond Ridder.
Zach Taylor's going to come out.
They have I think Desmond Ridder as their 3rd string.
Wow.
So not looking great.
All right, Sam, close us out.
All right, TNT faithful. That was another Who You Got for week 4 in the NFL. Thanks for joining us. We're excited to keep this going. It's been a lot of fun. And until next time, Who You Got?